Happen this entire time without a microphone. You're a goddamn idiot. You know what? I'm just gonna trim that part out. No, I'm gonna leave that in. It's funnier that way. I'm going to do what I'll do is I'll timestamp the VOD, and the VOD's gonna be like it's gonna be literally 10 minutes of me being an idiot. All right, abridged version of what I said, so that way we don't waste any more goddamn time. Fuck, I'm an idiot. You know, again, even though it sucks and I feel very embarrassed right now, it does give me a very, very small comfort knowing that there are creators that are more successful than I am that make that same mistake. So I'll take the win. Or no, it's not a win. It's a fucking loss. That's a big fat L right on my forehead. Might as well just get that stamped moment. Okay, long and short of it. 1, we're going to watch the Future Game Showcase. 2, we're going to check out some other trailers and stuff that has come out since then. We're going to see what is shown off in the Summer Game Showcase, and then I'm going to take a peek at some other stuff. And then what we're going to do for the rest of the evening is I'm going to play the Trails of the Sky first chapter. We're going to play that, the demo. We're going to play through that. I intend to play the Trails series on stream. I want to play them on the channel. We will eventually work our way through the Trails games. I feel it's a great opportunity to start with the remake. What I'm going to do today, we're going to play through the remake. If I have some time, if I have like maybe an hour chunk of time, I'm going to go ahead and load up the original version of Trails in the Sky and play the first hour as well. Kind of just to get like a direct comparison. And then what we'll do is I will just wait until the full release of Trails in the Sky when that comes out, a remake, and then what I'll do is I'll play the remake on stream. And I believe that's next month. And I don't guarantee you'll come out the same day. It may be like a couple days later, depending on how certain things line up. But my intention is to go through the Trails remake, and then I will eventually work my way through all the Trails games. I just gotta look up the list of like what order to play them. I believe it's just. I feel like release order is safe, but I gotta double check that because I think 1 or 2 of them might be inconsistent. I also know that they have there's a tie-in game with the Wise series. I've never played that series. I have them all on my wish list because I thought they looked interesting, but the Ease series, Y series, I've never known how to pronounce those correctly. I know they have a couple tying games there. It's also maybe the same team or similar teams, so maybe I might do that down the line. I will update my game list. My intention is by next Wednesday, everything will be fully updated, fully ready to go. I'm going to go through the rules I have on Twitch. I'm going to update them a little bit and rearrange some stuff. I will have alerts set up by next Wednesday. I will have some other stuff on the YouTube side set up. I will have some other things to pretty everything up by next week. And I'll also have the full list and that available for public viewing next week. So that way people can see what games I've already played, what games I intend to play. Now, again, like I said before, long and short of it, I try to go by the rules of 3, but that doesn't mean I'm going to play 3 games in a row no matter what. So, like Trails games, I don't know how long they are. I know they're not like super long games, or like some of them. I know they're like 40-hour experiences or something like that, 30, 40-hour experiences or more. I know some of them can be a little longer. If my logic is essentially if I could beat it without rushing. I don't want to rush. I like to take my time. As you can tell, I take my time in games. Without rushing the experience, if I can beat the game in a week, in less than a week or a week, I probably am going to be inclined to jump to the next title in the series the following week, give or take. But once we get through the rule of 3s, it's like if I were to play the first 3 Trails games, I would take a break from Trails and then jump to some other games, and then maybe a couple months later, sometime later, we'll jump to the next entry. Another good example is something like KCD. So there's KCD, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and then Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I'm going to hold off on 2, mostly because I want to wait for a couple more updates for that game. For 1, but 2, mostly I'm kind of in a mindset of like, I've already put like 100 hours into Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, and I think I'm halfway through the main story, which means I don't know how many more side quests I have available. I know once I'm almost done with 1 DLC quest, and I have like 1 more little DLC quest to do, and then it's really just main story content combined with building Henrytown. So it's like once I get done with all that, like I'll be Gucci. Like I'll just be doing the main quest for the rest of the time, and I think that would be another week or 2 potentially of more KCD. So once I get done with that, I'll take a break from KCD for a little bit, just to bring up the pace. And I know the next lengthier game I want to play is KOTOR 1 and 2. I'm gonna do those back to back. I have another game in mind. I got to figure out for sure if I want to do that one or another one, but there's gonna be another major game between KCD and KOTOR. But then, in theory, if things line up correctly, we'll be either right around the corner of the Trails in the Sky remake, the full release, or it'll be like a week or it'll be a week out from then. It kind of just depends on how everything lines up. I got to look at the schedule again and plan things out a little bit more. But yeah, moving forward, I got a game list. We'll have a list of everything we'll play, and we'll just eventually work our way through it all. My intention is to beat this stuff. That's the thing. I don't want to just play it for a little bit. So, but today we're gonna do a feature game showcase. And then there's at least 1 or 2 other trailers that I want to check out. In case they're not in this showcase, and then we'll hop on over to Trails in the Sky remake demo, which I believe is the entire first chapter of the game. We'll check that out. And then if we have a little bit of time left in the day, my intention is to pull up the OG version of the game and play at least for an hour, just to kind of get a complete, just to get the vibe of the difference. Because I have played the first game in the franchise. I think I actually have played the first chapter. Like, I'm pretty sure I actually have played the whole first chapter of the game. I think I was in the beginning of chapter 2, like, the equivalent that this demo is going to go over, I think, is what I have played in the original game, give or take a little bit. But regardless, we're just gonna get started. We're gonna get swinging. Got some people, but no one's chatting. But whatever. We are going to go ahead and get rolling in here. I don't believe there's anything else I gotta take care of. Twitch is happy and YouTube is happy, so Dan is happy. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's transition on over. There we go. Ooh, gotta turn that down a little bit on my end. And I'm gonna bump the audio up a little bit before we start it. Oh, this is the Future Game Showcase at Gamescom 2025. And I believe this is the Future Game Showcase channel, YouTube channel. So that's that's the link I'm watching on, in case anyone wants to. Giving credit where credit's due. Let's see. Yeah, 4K settings. Let's go, baby.
Please welcome your hosts, David Hayter
and Maggie Robertson. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Future Game Show at Gamescom. I'm David Hayter, the voice of Solid Snake and Big Boss in the Metal Gear Solid series.
And I'm Maggie Robertson, Though
we'll
you may know
look.
me best as Orin, I Can Fix Her the Red from Baldur's Gate 3, or the internet's favorite tall vampire lady, Lady Dimitrescu from
She is
Resident Evil
tall in
Village.
real life.
I think it's Lady Dimitrescu.
No.
Why is he a
But
David hater?
Today's Bloodsport is video game trailers. We've got a packed itinerary full of world premieres, developer deep dives, demo drops, and so.
Just in case you didn't read the title, Crouchly King, I will be going through the Trails in the Sky remake demo today once we get done with this. So
much more.
Well, you got that right. Just keep in mind that if anything catches your eye,
Man.
you'll be able to find and wishlist it on the
He hates his first
dedicated
name.
Future Game Show Steam page.
And once the show's
Oh, yeah,
over,
I
there
should,
will be plenty of
yeah,
follow-up
over there.
coverage on GamesRadar.com, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, I think that's all the bases covered. Shall we dive into our opening trailer?
Let's do it. It's time for our very first world premiere.
yeah, we'll just do the search method and then I'll wish list some more stuff on their main page. Good to know they
Peggy
have the main page
16.
up. Okay. 1965. Is this the Hell Let Loose Vietnam? I didn't watch this trailer, but I saw it popped up on YouTube feed and I sent it to my friend Tom, and he sent it to his buddy Mott because they are fanatics for the World War II Hell Let Loose. I'll bet this is Hell Let Loose. By the way, Crotchley King, how are you doing today? Leave Trails, here, I'll pause this. I know, let's get it all. Will you play Trails in the Sky before release on the 19th September? Before release. My intention is I'm going to go through the demo today, which is essentially the portion of the game, if it's exactly where I think it is, where it ends. It's going to be essentially the portion of the game that I have played in the original version. That's about as far as I got, and then other life stuff came up and it came in the way of it. Like the original, the first game at least. Yeah, so what my intention is going to do is today, yeah, Hell Let Loose. We're going to do the demo today, and then depending on how much time we got left, I kind of play it by ear. My intention is to sit down and play
Surprise!
at least a little bit of the original.
Is a brand new tactical shooter from the team behind.
If
Well,
not, I
Hell
might
Let
do
Loose.
that at some point. I
It's
won't
coming
play
to
the
PC,
full game,
PlayStation,
full
and
original game.
Xbox
I'll
in
play
2026.
probably the same
We are
equivalent,
starting as we mean
and
to go
then
on.
I'll play
And
the remake when it comes out.
David, I just realized you're
And I'll
still
start
here after
my-
the intro. That's always a good sign, right?
I'm not leaving. I'm not going
You
anywhere.
want to stay?
I am very stealthy, but
He is stealthy. You should have a
should
box
be able
on.
to find me throughout the show.
But yeah,
guess
I
now I'm
will.
locked in.
I'll eventually work
And
my
you
way
should
through the
be
Trails
too,
games
'cause there's more
over
where
the
that
next
came
year or
from.
so.
Specifically, we've got a closer look at Edge of Memories, a JRPG with
Edge of
intense
Memories.
real-time combat. Let's find out when you can get your hands on it.
Wait, is this that? Is this that one they were showing off?
We have looked into your past and have seen nothing but darkness.
Yeah, I will. Before the remake comes out, I will for sure check out the original, at least for a stream, just to kind of get a direct comparison in my mind. But yeah, we'll eventually, I'll just, after we play the remake, I'll eventually work my way into the second game, third game, and then the rest of the Trails games. I have the Sky games and the Cold Steel games on my PlayStation. And I think there's, what, 4 more that you need to have? What I have to do before I sit down and play, well, the remake's gonna be easy because it's the beginning, but I will, it looks interesting. I dig that. Yeah, I've already wishlished it.
Edge of
I just gotta
Memories
look
is
up the
coming to
play
PC,
order to make
PlayStation,
sure.
and Xbox in 2026.
Because
Add it to
Sky
your
Games
wish
and
list
Cold
so you
Steel
can
is pretty
stay up
simple to
date
follow,
on the
but
road
then
to launch.
all the other
All right,
random
let's check in
spin-offs,
with
I'm not
Den
sure
of
where they
Wolves, a cyberpunk shooter where
go.
you and your friends engage in a little industrial espionage.
I like the sound of that. Let's see it.
You did miss it. I started the stream and I was talking for a solid 5 to 10 minutes, longer than I should have, without this microphone in front of me. I was doing this. Like a fucking jackass. No, this is the Den of Wolves. This is that's the same.
Den of Wolves is bringing its techno.
It's one of the brothers that
PC
made
soon,
Payday,
so stick it on
and
your
then
wish lists.
GTFO.
Yeah, right stick flicks at the ready, folks, because our friends at Full Circle are here to tell us more about Skate Full Stop, or Skate 4, I guess. I'm not so sure.
Let's just go with Skate.
Skate. Man, it's been like 4 years since this game was announced publicly.
Hi, I'm Darren, Senior Creative Director.
Oh,
of
it's still
Skate.
pre-alpha footage?
I'm the head of
I don't
creative at Full
bullshit on that.
Circle. Right now, we're working on Skate, which is the next evolution of the Skate franchise that's taking place in a large-scale multiplayer world. So all the things that you know and love about Skate will be happening alongside tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of other players.
We're excited
That's
to talk about it today. I'm excited to
pretty
talk
big
about
metric
this
you're
game
throwing out
forever.
there.
I'm excited to talk about the systems in the depth of the skateboarding gameplay forever. Two of the biggest new systems in the game are slappies and wallies. If you're a new player and you run into a curb, instead of falling, you now transition into a grind. If you're an expert player and you know what a slappy is, you can now get into a slappy and you can like rotate into different grind positions.
I'd love to do some slappies with buddies.
Brand new possibility space. If you smash into a wall or if you ollie late, typically you would fall. Now it's a system that you can use intentionally to wally off of a thing, get into another trick, or do a late trick. Like, I don't know how many tricks there are in the game. Like, it's almost infinite, right? Like, there's held flips. You can kick flip forever. You can hold a 360 flip to do a 1040 flip if you have enough air. We always had a pretty good connection
get some
to
air
our
in this
community,
game.
but it was more in the game's out, you know, talk to you about what you're doing in the game that's been released. Whereas we had brought in a player council, and we talked to them about like, hey, this is the idea, this is where we think we would like to go. But they were the first ones that got to play the game 2.5 years ago. That conversation is so much
Pre-alpha
deeper
foot
and
that
broader than
doesn't.
it's ever been. There's a verticality that's different.
Okay. I really hate marketing speak when it comes to pre-alpha footage. That looks close to what alpha footage looks like. Game companies very rarely ever show what actual alpha footage looks like. The example I always love to bring up is that when they were working on Borderlands 2, and they were working on, I believe it's Krieg, the big dude with the big axe thing. When they were working on that DLC character, for a good chunk of development of that character, what he was a headless axe ton walking around with like a backwards gun in his hand or something. Like, it took them a while before they fully implemented the model properly, and they added some other effects properly. So true alpha footage very rarely looks as good as that. Like, that's kind of close to alpha footage, but it's always frustrating whenever I hear pre-alpha footage, but it's marketing speak. It's the same bullshit of like when you see a movie coming out and they go, there was no CGI. It's like, yeah, the head of your visual effects department with the marketing guy and said, just tell them there's no CGI. People don't like this word CGI. It's all marketing bullshit. We're going to create a good skating experience. Everyone, all right, can I launch myself from here and be a human cannonball and hit someone? Basically describe Skate and the Tony Hawk series in a nutshell.
In the game now, it isn't just about.
I won't be pausing
In
that
Skate
much.
1,
We're
you
just gonna
couldn't
let
get
this
off
shit
the
roll.
board.
But I
In
just
Skate 2, you could walk
had to
around.
get that
Skate
little
3, the walking
mini
around
rant
got
off my
a little
chest.
bit better. We are
And I say that as someone who hasn't worked in game dev.
Games, and now you can climb.
Officially.
And now you can swing, and now you can combine all of these
Wait,
systems
you can
together. And the
You do
depth of the
pull-ups?
skating is better and bigger than it's ever been. I'll leave you with one last thing anecdotally. I've had in the last 5 to 10 years, I can't tell you how many pros that are either just pros or established pros that have connected or tried to reach out to me to be like, this game, this franchise is why I started skateboarding. You know, like Tyshawn Jones, who's like multiple skater of the year started skating because of this game. There are 3 or 4 tricks that did not exist.
Technically,
until
it
we
was
came
the
up with the
older
mapping for our
games.
controls.
It's going to be that guy.
No one had done them. Mike Carroll did the very first Nollie 360 inward heel flip ever. Chris Haslam did the first 360 hard flip ever in Burnaby at our mocap stage because we needed it. They didn't exist.
We are very excited for people to see like the continued visual and gameplay and activity development that is happening, you know, already in our playtest. So there's quite a bit more to come there. We are really looking forward to skating alongside you in San Van coming up on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X. Add us to your wish list while you're there. Really helps us to hear from you, and you'll get updates as they come out. And speaking of updates, we've got a really big one coming your way. I think it's one you've been waiting for a long time, so stay tuned with us next week.
The update is the release
Skate
date.
is launching into early access later this year.
Oh.
And it's already looking pretty damn steezy.
Steezy.
That's just something the kids are saying these days. You know, back in my day, I remember Solid Snake flipping and popping his way around the big shell. Good times.
Yeah. With all
David,
due
that was like
respect,
25
David,
years
you
ago.
sound like old Snake right now.
Damn. You're probably right. And while I recover from that microwave hallway level burn, here's another world premiere.
I do like that in the future game showcase when they bring two people on that are like typically voice actors or actors. They just fill it with references. I get a kick out of it.
Mother, you have given me the courage to be myself.
Oh boy.
Guide my steps on this forlorn journey. Father, you have taught me honor and respect. Watch upon me now.
No, this isn't the Plague Tale
Let my
prequel.
sword
This is something
strike
different.
true.
They know they got a Plague
And
Tale
those that I have
prequel
failed to
game.
do, may I one day be worthy of your forgiveness.
This actually, is it good or bad that?
Bianca,
Oh, excuse me. Apologies for that.
all that is left to
Is
me.
it good or bad that I'm looking at this trailer
I
and
shall
I'm
save you.
literally thinking of
This. I vow.
okay, 1318 X Volto. All right, I'll add to the wish list.
That was your first look at 1348.
That reminds me of like a lot of like Skyrim mod showcases.
Across 14th century Italy.
Weirdly
It's
enough,
coming
like how
to
it
PC,
plays.
PlayStation and Xbox in early 2026.
Now we're checking in with a series that is near and dear to my heart. Yes, that one. Here's an exclusive interview with the team behind Resident Evil Requiem.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay, so the last trailer showed her off upside down.
フューチャーゲームショーご覧の皆様、こん
Okay,
に
we're
ち
doing
は。
first person. Sailor Blade is everyone's mod of Skyrim.
プロデュー
That's
サーの
fair.
熊沢です。現在、
Well,
レジデントイービ
no,
ルシリーズ第9作
because
となる
a lot of people that you're
レジデントイ
thinking
ービル
of when they
レクイエムの開
mod
発に取り組んで
Skyrim,
います。
the Gooners,
本作では
they make Eve look realistic in proportions. I mean, she kind of is, but she's definitely more supermodel, big booty. But in comparison to what I've seen of some of the Skyrim mods, she's more proportional or realistic looking.
プレイヤーも一緒になって怖がれると思います。
What the hell was that thing?
So yeah, you could apparently go first and third person in this game. It's not clear to me if it's at will or if for certain parts. I do love the fact that we were going back to Raccoon City post everything.
生還者を母に持つグレースを登場させることになりました。本作のゲームプレイでは一人称視点と三人称視点を
Okay, you can swap back and forth. That's cool. Okay, fair. I've seen a stream where it literally takes half the screen. I don't know if they actually liked it or it's just for the memes.
プレイヤーのアクションを
It's probably a little column A, column B.
三人称視点で遊べるようにしています。 皆さんは一人称視点と三人称視点
It seems like what they took for at least Grace's section, because I know they have a more action-focused section with another character who probably is Leon or someone else. We'll see.
Be
kind of cool with Chris again. What's cool is that they took that best sequence from Resident Evil 8, that horror sequence with the giant baby fetus, and Mr. X, and they go together. Ethan? No, Ethan's dead, man. He's a ghost in the mold that is helping his daughter Rose. And then Rose now has superpowers. Like I said, every game drops the previous narrative. But no, the 5 Resident Evil mainstays with Claire, Leon, Jill, Chris, and Rebecca. They're probably gonna do Leon. Be kind of cool if they did some other characters as well. I'm down for whatever. That looks really good. I know I've been talking the whole time over it, but I was actually really good at listening. I'm playing that on fucking release for sure. Fucking release. Yeah,
Wish
fucking
list's
on
at
release.
the ready because Resident Evil Requiem is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on
I would
February
love to try and I'm going to attempt to do this. I'm going to try and get through some of the other Resident Evil games beforehand, but that'd be a lot. Oh yeah, shit. He was a fun character. Everyone thought when he put his hand back that's just a game mechanic, but it's literally just him because he can regenerate fast. Yeah, because he got. It's a combination of him just do. It's him taking the herbs that the other Resident Evil characters have been taking to the maximum, but just going, my hand's cut off. Good enough. Oh. Oh my god. More booty content. But it's also him being a mold person. Alright. Apparently, from what I've heard, this... Oh, it's Resident Evil content. Oh. So
Jill Valentine is joining the fight in Goddess of Victory Nikkei as part of an official collaboration
booty.
with Resident Evil. Stay tuned for updates on the
Apparently,
upcoming
Nikkei actually has a halfway decent story that's actually really depressing, from what I've heard and seen.
We're digging
Time to
into
see
the
Jill's
cryptic
ass.
Atmosphere of Hell Is Us, an open-world adventure game where you
Here we
use your
go.
instincts to
I have not
explore a
heard anything about this
supernatural
game
world.
since it was announced, so it's kind of cool to see more of it.
I was born here, but I grew up on the outside.
Oh, fuck yeah!
I spent years trying to get in.
That's Elias's voice.
Why come back? I had to find my parents and confront them about the past.
Never come back.
Whatever was happening here, I was now part of it.
Yeah,
We failed to stop the calamity.
yeah, Elias Tufexis.
How did you know your parents were
I hope I say his last name correctly. I always remember Elias.
All I remembered
I had to
was
find
that
my
my
pants.
father was the village blacksmith.
He has such a great voice.
I felt a connection to this country, to Hadia.
Ooh.
You pissed off the wrong people.
I want to piece
That monster
together
looks
whatever
familiar.
is happening here, and you want to stop it.
It became my burden. Look at you, compromised by your emotions. I won't stop.
I swear Spider-Man fought it before. There's a good chance. I'm digging the modern... Oh!
Let's continue.
The fat evil! Oh god, not the fat evil. I do dig the modern aesthetic with like
Hell Is
fantasy
Us
weapons.
is coming to PC,
I love that
PlayStation,
clashing.
and Xbox on September 4th.
All right, so
And PC.
fans of the
They
broadcast
didn't
will know that
mention
in
that.
the run-up to each future games show, our team puts together a trio of exclusive deep dives
Probably
into
think
some of
of
the
Spot,
most exciting
by the way.
upcoming games.
That's right.
me.
We call these sections our ones to watch because they cover games that deserve to be watched. And with that in mind, here's Rebel Wolves to tell you more about The Blood of Dawnwalker, the studio's dark fantasy vampire RPG.
Vampires.
Yes, Spot.
Say no more.
Ah!
Still got it.
The thing is, I think many people will be totally down for her to bite them. This game looks
Hello
cool.
everyone, my name is Konrad Tomaszkiewicz and I'm game
This
director
feels like
on
a
the
game
Blood of Dawnwalker
that I'm
here
going
at Rebel.
to treat like I've done
The
with
Blood
every
of Dawnwalker
Obsidian
is a
and
dark
Bethesda
fantasy
game,
action RPG set
which
in
I'll
14th
play. I'll
century
probably
Europe. It's an
buy it.
open-world, story-driven game
Probably
which
play it
serves
on
as
launch.
the first chapter of our original saga.
And I'm probably
For this
gonna wait a
project, we
year
created
for
a
them
new
to
type
fix
of
it.
protagonist. We play as Cohen, a Dawnwalker.
That's the
He's a
vibe I've
human
been getting with
during
this
the day
game. Is
with
like,
all
it
of our
looks
human
great. I'm really
vulnerabilities.
interested in it.
But for the night, he transforms into a vampire, gaining supernatural powers.
Other than day
This
one,
creates
probably
a
not gonna
unique
play
gameplay
it for a
dynamic.
minute.
We call it a dual gameplay loop, and I'm pretty sure the players will find it quite refreshing. Cohen's main goal in the game is to save his family, as they were captured by Bren.